Hello, today we're going to talk about chainsaws and chainsaw safety, starting them. So the first part of the video, we're going to make sure we have PPE on. This is acceptable PPE or bunker gear would work. I'll put this on later in the video. So we've got three saws that are very similar based on how they start right here. We've got a K-saw, a vent saw, and a bullet saw. All three of these have decompression switches. And the decompression switch on top of our vent saw is located right here, a little black button. We want to make sure we push that in. The blue button on the K-saw and the blue button on the far side over here for the vent saw. Those are going to eliminate a little bit of cylinder pressure when we pull the starter rope. So maintenance, we'll start from there. The first thing we want to look over is, does the saw have oil? Does the saw have gas? Is it ready to go? Quick check, we've got gas. These should just be finger tight. We don't want to go to the point where they break. And the bar oil goes in here. So we want to make sure we use mixed gas on these saws. Next thing we would do, engage the chain brake. So it's locked, it's engaged. We want to remove the chain guard, check for tension. As long as the teeth, the bottom part of the track here, is engaged with the bar, that should be good enough tension for what we're going to use. So we've got our hot start button, or our decompression switch, pushed in. And then the next step will be to pull the choke all the way out. So on this saw, your decompression switch is here, your choke is here, and on the K-saw, the decompression switch is here, and the choke is here. That's standard for all three of these saws. If we move to these saws, these three do not have compression switches. There's choke settings on each of them. We start with this steel 34. All the way to the bottom is full choke. In order to get all the way to the bottom, you're going to see that it doesn't want to move. You have to push up on your throttle, hold it, and engage the choke. Same is true for this steel. Push in on your throttle and your handle, fully engage your choke. And on this one, flip our start switch, which is the only saw that has a start switch. All the other saws are ready to go. They're in full start mode. And then pull your choke out. So each one of these saws should be ready to go. If they have a primer ball, you're going to want to push that 3 times. When you have a decompression switch, you don't have a primer ball. And in these saws, there is no primer ball. They're only choke settings. So the next thing to do is put some PPE on and start the saw. The important part of PPE would be a helmet, ear protection, eye protection, and then either chaps or bunker pants. So we've got our decompression, just to be touching base again. Decompression's in, chain brake's on, tension's there, it's good, oil's good, gas is good. Full choke is on. And then we want to brace the saw, left hand here, and some type of support here. Now your foot may not fit in there like mine doesn't. So what I'll typically do is just gently stand right here, enough to keep pressure on the saw, but not making contact with the ground. Okay, so that's perfect. We got a half fire. Our decompression switch probably popped out. We're gonna push our choke in, give it a couple more pulls straight up. Okay. We'll move into one of the saws that does not have a decompression switch. This is a good candidate here. Same thing. On this saw, check the gas. We're good to go. Choke is all the way out. Switch is on. Okay. Push your choke back in. Saw should be ready to go. So that'll be the same for these saws, for that style of saw, and when we come over here, if you've got a button, a hot switch, or a cold start button, that'll be the same for these saws.